me? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who you
pool house
are.
is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment. Welcome.
Welcome. I have 5 viewers. That's all right. We'll see what happens. Want to have a good night of movie talk. Real casual. It's still really hot where I'm at. I'm not, listen, don't get worried. I'm not going to get used to being off camera, but it makes it easier for me for now. I hope everyone's doing well. We do have the members mailbag at the beginning of the stream that we will get to your questions and comments. The VIPs of MME Entertainment. Well, it is entertainment is in the MME. Sorry. Let's see who's in the chat. Tony is here. CJH. Patrick. Hi, Max and everyone. Why so serious, Max? Wake up. Was that maybe I'm here too early? Maybe I should have slept for another 20 minutes. The main topic today, and I try to mix it up. I wanted to do something different than Marvel and DC and Star Wars, is Lord of the Rings and the Rings of Power. And I'm extremely excited about the images coming out. I think, hey, if you're available, Tony, I'll send you a link here. I could use the company if you're available. Hold on. And there is actually breaking news that I'm really, really excited about. Hold on, Tony. If you want to pop in. I guess let's get to the breaking news first, and then we'll get to the members mailbag. So I have to do the usual.
Breaking news.
Yeah, it's real exciting with one person here. With just myself. Okay, this is Star Wars stuff on Twitter, and I don't know, is Christian Harloff getting into the scoop game? He is saying, let me bring this up here so we can look at it. I guess you see it already. Cameron Monaghan is rumored to have signed on to play Cal Kestis in his own live-action Disney Plus show. That would be freaking amazing. I think it's a slam dunk. People are excited. I want to see the context here at Christian Harloff. Let's see. Where is this coming from? Rumor. Oh, let me see. Oh, here's Tony. Tony, it's a rumor.
What's up, Max? What's going on?
I don't know. Everyone's in there. I'm streaming too much. No one's here. I appreciate you popping in.
I seen the invite, so I said, let me pop in, see what Max is up to.
Yeah, just a casual night of movie talk. You've been enjoying Obi-Wan?
I have. I'm looking forward to the finale.
Yeah. I mean, it's mixed for me. I'm still really enjoying it. I'm not a hater of it at all. There's some things I wish that were better, but I'm still really enjoying it. Love Ewan's performance. I like the young Princess Leia. I think she's a great actress. For a young person, I think so. And Reva's okay. I don't hate Reva or anything. I like that she is that she's one of the younglings from the original trilogy at the temple. That's very interesting to me. But someone else is getting into the scoop game. Christian Harloff. Isn't that exciting?
It would be if I knew who that was.
He was from Collider. Before it went under. He was one of the main people at Collider.
Max, I'll be honest, I don't follow scoopers. I don't follow other writers. I just kind of do my own thing.
Yeah. Well, this specific topic excites me, though, so I want to hear what he has to say. Where is he getting this? Have you played the game Jedi Fallen Order?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Brian!
Christian Harloff isn't a scooper. He's an influencer. It's a little bit different. Yeah, no, he hosted the Jedi Council on Collider. People on YouTube.
Well, this is a quick vid. I want to see what proof he has of this, or is he just going off a website like me? Let's see what he has to say here.
What's up, Brian?
Rumor, big
What's up,
rumor. Have to say that.
I think it's a rumor.
Not confirmed, but got this from somebody that I've trusted in the past, heard things in the past.
Oh, he is getting it from a source.
Tells me this is a thing. So I said, all right, let's talk about it. First of all, talk about the actual report itself, or not report, but rumor, about hopefully an eventual report. And then see if A, we think it makes sense, and B, do we like it? Should it happen? So let's get into that. The rumor itself, at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, the popular character of Cal Kestis, who's played by Cameron Monaghan, took his likeness for sure, obviously. Rumor is that there's a Cal Kestis show in the works for Disney Plus.
That would be amazing.
Rumors is that Cam's actually signed on to play the character from Jedi Fallen Order in a live action series for Disney Plus. There's no production dates set, but my source tells me that this is happening.
Well, honestly, too, we know they have the second game. They could probably wrap up the trilogy before the first episode airs, don't you think, Brian? This isn't a stretch. This rumor,
this isn't like pulling shit out your ass. I mean, this is a.
It's just interesting. Is this the first time that a video game character has made it to canon like this? If it happens,
no. Well, first off, it's always been canon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to the film universe or the
yes,
movie.
Yes, 100%. Every single game that Disney Lucasfilm puts out is canon.
Mm-hmm.
Fallen Order is canon, and so is Battlefield or Battlefront 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, Tony, I forgot. Did you say you played Jedi Fallen Order, or are you interested at all?
No, I didn't play it. They looked interesting, but I can't play everything.
That's true. I liked this actor for a while. I liked him on Shameless, and he was all right in Gotham. I think he's very talented, and he has a lot of fans. I think this specific Jedi has a lot of fans. More possible than Force Unleashed with Starkiller. But yes, Jade, I would love a Starkiller series too. I just think this is more possible because of the age of the actor and when he's doing most of his work. What's the actor's name? Probably moved on to more voice work. Yes, Harloff did have an epic meltdown years ago when he didn't get access to Galaxy's Edge when it first came out.
Kind of sound like Max complaining about geeks and gamers.
Pretty funny, Tony. He's like, I bust my ass being a Star Wars fan, and I get called a shill every day, and they didn't say. It's like if he was talking about the Miko for it finally came out and he didn't get his review copy. That's what it would be like. That maybe that's how I'll do if people do get the Miko. I'm like, I busted my ass talking to Tommy Tellerico and the Miko for years, and I didn't get one of those.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. All right. Well, rumor. He heard some things, but I want this to happen.
Yeah.
That's interesting. It's very interesting. Cal Kestis is a very popular character in the Fallen Order series. A really good storyline all the way through. He's kind of on the run, and the reason why there's a lot of reasons why I'm even talking about this, to where I think, well, besides the fact that I believe the dude who's telling me, I think that it makes sense in a lot of different reasons why. One, it's a popular game. It's a good. They're trying to connect a lot of the timelines in their television series, and this would link up close enough to Obi-Wan, or at least in that time period, depending on how older they wanted to make.
Do we have our own exclusive here from Degrassi? Pierce Brosnan in Star Wars.
Uh-huh.
I don't know about that. Sam Witwer. I am up. Oh, I thought you said wake up. Hey, what up, Tony?
What would be interesting? Okay, so when they first took over, they put out a trilogy of books called the Aftermath Trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
I think Pierce Brosnan would do really, really good as what the hell is his name? Fudge. Oh, god darn it. Sorry, I forgot his name, but he was like the last Imperial Moff or whatever.
Okay.
And he kind of goes to Jakku and gets all he starts the Battle of Jakku. So
okay.
I think that would be really, really cool if they made that a character, and then we got to see like Wedge and all the people from that trilogy. That'd be kind of cool. Plus, there's just so much more stuff they could put out. That it's such a rich area. So I don't know.
For sure. The main topic today is going to be the Lord of the Rings series coming up. Tony, do you have any interest in that at all?
If I say no, would you be disappointed, Max?
It'll crush me. Yeah.
Oh, in that case, no. I fell asleep during the Lord of the Rings movies when I first watched them.
Well, here's a little preview. Okay, let's get back to this. We're gonna end this real quick, but this I didn't count on. I just saw people tweeting out, and it got me excited.
Inside of this, he could, and I don't know what happens in part 2 of the game that could lead him right around the second season, or maybe there's something that he can do with Obi-Wan Kenobi. I don't know. The other reason why is because of the actor himself. Manning is a very good actor. He's been in a lot of different things. He's a very good dramatic actor. It's, to me, very similar to what they did with Katie Sackhoff, where they brought in a character that has played an animated character or a video game character in this case, and brought them over to carry their own series or
Seems like they're focusing a lot on positive fan service if they do let this happen. Give people engage with the part of the fandom that's very supportive of your product, and give them fan service. Like, if they're more open to it. It seems like the Filoni it is the Disney Plus universe if it happens. So seems like they're more open to fulfilling fan service and those Easter eggs than they have been in the past, where they just when they took over, they're just like, well, Legends is Legends and that's it, and we're moving on, which is fine, but more open to possibilities.
But how would this affect the games, Max?
Well, that's what I was thinking. They already are pretty much their development of the second ones. They're way into development. They could probably I would think it would be a trilogy, honestly, usually, of games. So they could probably finish. Hey, and please smash the like button. We got 20 viewers. Help MME tonight. We got a small crew, which is fine. But they could probably wrap up a trilogy and start a series at the third game could probably start. I would think that the second game's going to sell really well based on the reaction to the first, and it's a next gen version.
Yeah.
So I would assume they do at least one more. They could probably wrap that up and start the live action at the same time, and then diverge. It doesn't. I mean, I would hope they wouldn't have to say, "Oh, this has to be exactly like the game," but we'll see.
Well, I'm saying if the game is canon, then the series either has to follow before the games or after, or the games have to just stop, right? And then the series picks up. Because you can't have the series do something different and then they're both canon because now one of them canon.
I guess you're right. That it could be a potential. Do you think Lucasfilm and EA could work it out and handle that, Tony? Do you think if that happens, like
I don't think EA would want to cut their series short if they're having a really popular series. Hey, you know what? You want to make a TV show? We'll just stop making games. So I could see Cal Kestis, whatever the hell his name is, making a appearance on something else, but not have a whole show focused on him.
His own live action Star Wars show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I could see him being live action, making an appearance in something else, but not some show dedicated just to him.
Okay. So because of that, do you think this is less possible, or do you think it's just harder to accomplish?
I think it's just harder to accomplish. I mean, anything's possible, but I really don't see EA going, we're just going to scrap our plans so you can make a Disney Plus show and do what you want with characters.
Well, what about if they get back end deals for the character reviews or stuff? Like, I don't know how they I know they do things in movies, but for TV shows, like if the possibility of more merch or rights to the character because it was developed at EA, that they get a percentage of the Disney Plus series or something.
Well, I was just going to ask if EA has any ownership of the character. I don't see Disney going forward with a series.
Really?
That's the whole reason they scrapped the extended universe. They didn't want to have to pay anybody royalties for characters they used. That's why they keep inventing new characters of their own. That's why they killed off the old Lucas characters.
I do know Filoni has a lot of say in Ahsoka, and they're doing an Ahsoka series. Like, for some reason, he has to sign off on everything, so he has some ownership. I don't know what that means. Like, we don't get to see the contracts Disney has,
right?
But it's not just like they have to, unless they're being nice about it. They have to run everything by Filoni on Ahsoka. And that's something he created, and it's. I don't know. You're right. I would think Disney would want to stray away from, since they own it. They were like, we just own it. It's ours. We can do what we want. But based on what's happened with the Filoni universe on Disney Plus, it seems like they have some say of the characters. There's ownership, and there's probably in some type of incentive. Probably not as good as it was pre-Disney, I would think, but there still might be something there, Tony. That's an interesting conversation.
A strong presence, as is the case for Katie Sackhoff. But this would be Monahan's own show, and like I said,
does everyone get ready for Obi-Wan
is that
in the morning?
Just signed on now. Whether or not it happens or not, or if
everyone, are you going to stay up for it? Anyone? Well, I think Brad.
I am. Yeah.
Oh, you have work tomorrow?
No, I have the day off.
Lucky bastard.
So I will be watching Kenobi tonight. Yes. I don't know how, but I'm going to be watching it.
Okay.
Preferably with other people.
Okay. Man, I wish I would have planned ahead. I should have kept sleeping and put up a stream and just never gone to sleep. I should have just set up for 2 in the morning.
Hold the all-nighter.
Yeah, and then just been a wreck at work tomorrow. Are you staying up for it, Tony, or when are you going to watch it?
I'm going to watch it tomorrow afternoon sometime.
Okay. It's going to be hard. Go ahead.
I was going to say I'm excited for it, but I'm not I have to watch it the second it releases.
I've been like that for the Obi-Wan series. I've been like, well, I'm like can't sleep. I'm like, oh, it's gonna come on in a few minutes. Yeah, and I did a few watch parties. We got 30 people watching. Please smash the like button. Please help. All right. Have you? I saw you playing TMNT Shredder's Revenge. You enjoy it, Tony?
Oh, I'm loving it. There are some small little nitpicks that I have with the game, but overall, it's good. Solid 8.
I also got Final Vendetta. Do you know that game?
I've heard of it, but I have not played it.
It's really fun, but it's also kicking my ass. I can only get to level 4 of 6. But I found out, I watched some YouTube videos. I found one extra life on my own. There's like an extra life in each level. But I would actually say I think it's better than Streets of Rage 4. Like the music is really good. Like it's like Streets of Rage 2 level music. Sprites. Really good game. I've been playing them both at the same time. I'm really in the beat 'em ups now. I still want to eventually. I've talked about forever. I want to do a video game, like special episode of like called Game Stack of my favorite beat 'em ups and hidden gem beat 'em ups. There's so many beat 'em ups right now, and it's one of my favorite. That's how I relieve stress. I love getting, especially if you could get a friend. You know, go on a beat 'em up game together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, oh, my health's bad. Let me eat this pizza off the ground.
Like playing Double Dragon.
Yeah.
Have you heard of a game called Fight and Rage?
Yes, I have that.
You have it? How do you like the music in that game, Max?
It's decent. I can't. It's not notable enough for me to remember right now.
Well, that wasn't the response I wanted, because I was going to tell you, Max, that I'm going to interview the guy who did the music for that game on Friday.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Well, I mean, I just can't remember it right now. But that's
too late,
cool.
Max.
That's cool.
The moment has passed.
Yeah.
If it's going to happen or if it's true or not, up to you. For me, I would like to see this happen.
Yes.
Because I like this kid a lot. I like the story, and I like where they went with it, and I like to see them actually adapt the game, or they probably won't take the actual game itself, but this storyline and give him a little bit more backstory and introduce him to the audience that doesn't play games. So here's where we stand. What do you guys think? True, false, BS, no chance?
I think they're
comment. Let me know. I want to know what you think. And if you're brand new to the channel,
under.
Make sure you subscribe to it. We got a lot of stuff coming out here. But I said I would be dropping this today. I hope it's true. I really do. I hope it's true, and I hope it's true in the fact that if he signed on to it, that they go with it and they continue to go on it. But comment and tell me if you think that this is. I want to see the kind of buzz.
Rhea, no pressure. But if you're available to pop on for a few minutes, I would love to get your impressions of these new images from Rings of Power. This got me really hyped for Rings of Power.
Whether or not it's like, nah, we don't need this. Let's move around, move away from this time period. Let's get away from this. We don't need this. I don't know who this person is. Or very excited to see this. Love the character. Want to see more of Cal Kestis. I hope this Disney Plus show is a go. That's all I got for you. So once again, subscribe. Thank you guys very much. Leave your thoughts and appreciate you. Peace.
All right. We could do legit or bullshit or over under 50%. If we'll go to Brian first because he loves scoops. Over under 50% that this is this will happen. Under 50? Okay.
Yeah.
I'd say slightly over because the games are so popular, the age of the actor, and I guess it's just a feeling. I think it's very probable. There's not a lot of critics of this character or of this game. It's all positive. I think would be a huge benefit. I'd say a little over 50%. Tony?
I'm going to say under. It's a white male character, so we know Star Wars won't give him a series.
Okay. Because of that?
No, that was just a joke, but no, I do think
we
it's
are
under.
just watching Obi-Wan, Yeah.
I just think it's under because of the whole EA thing. And
okay. Because of that angle?
Yeah.
All right. Under 50%. Okay. Well, let's get to the mailbag here, and I have to bring that up. Hold on a second. I think some people left some questions. Have you been watching Miss Marvel too?
Oh, I love it. I love Miss Marvel.
They're really saying it's like it's not getting good views though. Is it just because of Obi-Wan, or you think
there's what are they using as a metric? Disney Plus doesn't release numbers.
It's the lowest. It's the lowest viewed Marvel show so far on Disney Plus.
Based on, but where are they getting the numbers from?
Samba TV, where they get all of the numbers from.
But Samba TV isn't accurate. Samba TV is not even available on every TV.
Just because the enthusiasm's not the same for the shows, the other shows.
Well, that I'll go with, but I know the whole Samba TV thing. It's like 1% of all Disney Plus subscribers have Samba TV enabled or something like that. It's like a really low percentage of people.
Degrassi says they're setting it up now. Have I not been paying attention? You mean like an Obi-Wan? I don't know.
He said something about the robot was in.
Oh yeah, the robot. But I mean that's interesting, but that doesn't like.
It's not the same droid though. It's a similar droid.
Yeah, there's droids that have a line of droids that doesn't. That's like a nice.
They're BD units. It's a series of droids.
A series of droids is interesting, and it makes me more optimistic towards the possibility, but it doesn't like say, oh, that mean, that doesn't really, if that's what you're referring to.
No, they're talking about the path.
Well, get on here, RJ. Come on, RJ.
But, I mean, honestly, dude, it's cool. I mean, I'm either way. Here's the deal. Like, I would love to see this, but honestly, I'm either way on it, man. Like, from now on, I'm not going to get excited about stuff until I watch it.
I love it. I love talking about rumors and possibilities.
Well, I mean, I get that, but like with this particular thing, though, it's like, I mean, I enjoy the game and stuff like that, but I mean, it'd be interesting to see that part of it, but they can include that in the next game.
The Jedi Underground Railroad is a part, and
it'll be a part of the next game. Mark my words.
Well, is it part of the first game? I don't know. I didn't finish the first.
No,
okay.
But it's basically people who would be knowing and assisting people. Like the main mission of that is to get force-sensitive names.
All right. Well, let's get to the members' mailbag. The VIPs of MME. Little Movie Perp said, "How would you feel if Disney bought the WWE, and now we have Jedi and Sith wrestlers?" I don't know. I would admit.
I'm going to say this while wearing a wrestling shirt. Pro wrestling sucks.
Ooh, hot take.
Sorry.
Really?
I find it about as entertaining as watching grass grow. I mean, don't get me wrong. It used to be fun.
I think The Rock should buy it and take over. He's very popular. He's, that wouldn't do anything either.
No.
I don't know who could buy it and bring it. Like, McMahon's definitely done.
The thing is, okay, here's the deal. You know what killed it? UFC. Nobody wants to watch fake fights. Come on.
I'm going to go with no, Brian. You're wrong. You're completely.
Unless you're 10.
Utterly, UFC was around during the height
I'm talking
of the
about,
90s.
Oh, I know that, but I'm talking about the popularity of UFC now.
Yeah, but the popularity of wrestling's
better than wrestling. I mean, yeah, sure, but it's turning into a niche product, whereas UFC is.
But wrestling was a niche product. That's the thing you don't understand. Well, wrestling was never mainstream until the 80s, 90s.
Yeah, but see that relevance is gone. It hasn't been relevant unless something bad happens.
Yeah. But it was never, like I said, it was never really relevant in the 60s, 70s before.
Oh, I know that, but what I'm talking about is during its peak.
And yeah, but I'm saying it wasn't the UFC that killed it. The UFC didn't kill it. It killed itself when it overplayed the NWO angle and did all that, and then McMahon buying WCW and then losing half of your fan base because the people that watch WCW didn't transfer over to the WWF.
I don't know.
I'm just saying a lot of the people that used to watch pro wrestling changed the channel to UFC. That's it. In the in the 2000s when WWE started sucking ass.
Yeah, which was brought on by Vince McMahon buying WCW.
Of course, but I'm just saying, like, yes, they self-sabotaged and killed themselves, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of people, UFC was the next great thing.
Well, now
it was a contributing
now.
factor.
Doesn't everyone like AEW more than WWE right now?
AEW. I mean,
the internet loves AEW, but
it's internet marks, dude. It's just people who like internet wrestling.
Okay. Well, Vince McMahon, do you think there's any chance he could still be in charge, or is he done? He's toast.
I don't know, man.
After this scandal,
dude. I mean, he survived a lot of scandals, but I'm just saying
his character's sleazy anyway.
The product is just not. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Well, RJ,
I'm not stating facts.
Now he's coming
I'm
on.
stating my fucking opinion. Okay, so can
he's
we
allowed to
can we
say
just
his opinion.
say that like no one's right or wrong as far as this is concerned? In my opinion, I think the popularity of UFC vastly eclipsed the popularity of what wrestling was.
I mean, I could see that it's a similar type.
Yeah, but I think the issue is that Brian's assuming that people that watch the WWF don't also watch. It's like a one or the other.
Well, I'm sure they watch shit now. Of course,
they always did. I mean,
there's a cross pollination there, of course. But I'm just saying, like the lack of viewers, today as opposed to what the viewership
hold on. What
is
is this I'm hearing about? AEW only for internet marks? What?
Well, someone stumbled on
RJ, you are an internet mark. You're an internet mark. So
AEW is kind of boring
for you.
What? No. I take.
You're not a smart mark. No, get out of here.
No, I take offense to that. AEW is like where that's a throwback, man. Like, that's like what the people want. So that's modern wrestling right there. That's what wrestling needs to be. Is what AEW is right there.
AEW is boring as fuck. They're all the same. They have no personality.
AEW has way more interesting storylines, though, and storylines in wrestling is what makes wrestling fun. There's actual storytelling.
I watched an AEW
Without
show.
good storytelling, there is no wrestling.
Just bring back Vince Russo. Maybe I'll watch.
Vince Russo was part of the problem with wrestling, not the solution.
Lucha Underground.
WCW.
Lucha Underground was pretty good.
What is that?
It's a wrestling company.
Yeah.
It was a
Conan.
Mexican wrestling company. Yeah.
Conan from
Lucha Libre Wrestling. Yeah. Mexican wrestling.
Yeah, I've heard of that. RJ, is Vince McMahon done, or is it he could survive the scandal and still be in charge of WWE?
He's still showing up on TV and acting like everything's fine. And he's basically throwing his big giant penis around, acting like he's the big man.
What?
So.
His big peen?
Are you right there, RJ?
No, I mean that's what he's doing.
Did he hit you with it? He seems salty.
He hit the women that he supposedly had affairs with.
Oh. Well, what do you think? Would Disney even be interested in WWE? What would you be?
No, they wouldn't. No, if anything, the Saudi Arabians are going to buy WWE.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, and then they'll just they'll do all the reasons in Saudi Arabia and the blood money.
I'd say Tommy Tallarico should buy.
Tommy Tallarico can't even afford producing a console right now.
Well,
I mean, he couldn't even afford to pay those people that he promised money, Max. He was like, "Hey, I'll pay you $500 to make some music." And he didn't pay those people.
Okay, let me hit.
Did you see my last Amico video, Max?
I honestly, I'm getting kind of bored of Miko content, even from you, man. And you're my go-to source.
Yeah, well,
Hayden, you're buying WWE.
There's still a Miko content. Like I'm legit.
Yeah, there is, Brian, because in the last couple of days we found out that Tommy had offered $500 per song plus royalties to people in his game audio network guild group that he organized. A bunch of people submitted songs that got quote unquote accepted, but they never got paid.
Oh shit!
That's a great question, David. I'm gonna say no because I'm lazy.
Fair enough.
It's a great idea, but I'm just too lazy.
I feel the same way. Lazy as hell.
Oh,
Mike,
I'm lazy.
set up a stream for tonight. Suckers.
Wow, wrestling over everything. Shifty Gism really likes wrestling. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Like
I like the game.
I just took offense to the Mark comment. I was quite offended by that.
Really?
Also,
AEW is not just for the marks.
It is for the marks, but also, Max,
No,
did you
it's
see
not.
that? Did you see that the Intellivision Amico trademark was abandoned?
I thought you said
I think people
the Prism.
forgot what the word
No,
mark
the
actually
Prism
is.
one
The
was
marks are over
abandoned.
at WWE right now, not AEW.
The Prism one was abandoned last week. The Intellivision Amico regular character mark was abandoned a couple days ago.
So does that mean it's done?
No, they still have the character mark for the stylized Amico name, with like the bubble letters.
Yeah.
And they have the character mark for the Intellivision name by itself.
I don't know what all this means.
Well, it means that you can't write out Intellivision Amico in regular font and have that. It's not trademarked. So, like, if Brian had a shirt that says Intellivision Amico across it, they couldn't sue him. He could sell that legally.
Yeah.
All right, so pump out those shirts. Then what's the buy?
I want my Intellivision Amico shirt.
I have one.
Max, get on it. Let's make.
I have official show gear, Tony. Aren't you jealous? I mean, it's.
I have a shell. Why would I be jealous?
But I got a hoodie sent to me by Tommy Teller in a coffee cup.
But I got a signature from Tommy Tellerico.
Screw you. No, just kidding.
I got Tommy's phone number. No, I was kidding.
Oh wow, that dude Vince. I never got that. I almost did, but I didn't.
The people who say that watching paint dry is better than wrestling and never watched an AEW pay-per-view.
Have you ever watched paint dry?
RJ, I called you a Mark.
Oh, okay.
I was wearing this underneath that white shirt, so I was like, you know what, screw it. I was talking. No, I'm just saying, like, it's New Japan Wrestling and what was it, the other American one that merged, basically. Not Ring of Honor, but there was
AEW did buy Ring of Honor, so that's why.
Oh, okay, gotcha. But no, I'm just saying, like, that's where it was from, like New Japan, like links heavy on that. So like with Kenny Omega and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, the only reason I know anything about wrestling is because of I listen to commentary sometimes. And the historical stuff.
There's good wrestling commentators out there.
Well, I do appreciate people leaving messages in the mailbag. It's been helping the shows. Here's Mo Moon. How would you start a Milestone cinematic universe? I don't know what that is. Milestone. Does anyone know?
Milestone is a comic book division. Milestone is where it's a black focused comic label where characters like Static originated from.
Oh. Well, DC said they were going to do stuff with those characters, and of course they haven't accomplished anything with that. If that's the same group of characters that the main focus is Static Shock, I think that's how you would start it, Static Shock. But they said they were going to do that, but nothing's come from it, right? Is that right, RJ? They said at the Fandom a few years ago. Did I lose everyone? Hello?
You said RJ, so I was waiting for RJ.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry,
but
my microphone broke up. I just found a really interesting story.
Oh, okay, cool. So thanks for answering the question.
What was the question?
The mailbag question. It's Mo Moon, our great member.
I don't know. I mean, like, I think
Static Shock,
really
right?
Cool. I think Static Shock movie especially be really cool to see. So
Yeah, I think it would have to start with your most well known. I think from that.
You're only known. Who were the other characters?
Well, yeah, I don't know the other characters.
There's a couple other ones that I know about. I just don't know their names.
Well, yeah, start with the one everyone knows the name. I mean, I'm up for the Static Shock movie. but it's just WB, and they keep saying that they're going to do this stuff. They have it on these fandoms, and the problem with fandom too is they keep showing stuff that we never get, or it keeps getting delayed.
There we go. Thank you. Icon. Icon was one of them. Yeah, Icon's the one I know about. Yeah, Icon.
Okay.
Yeah, Icon and Static, I think, are the most famous ones.
Icon and Static. All right. Yeah, go with those. Thank you, Mo Moon. Let me see here. CJH, what is your favorite piece of merchandise or poster or movie that you own? I love my steelbooks. I think I actually like my Mandalorian poster that's in my room from the first season, because it was exciting getting a poster from a new Star Wars property that I was really about. It has Gina Carano on it too. I like that a lot. I like, let me see, merchandise, poster or movie that you own. And I have to say, I like a lot of the Back to the Future steelbooks I have that have like really good poster artwork on there, or Indiana Jones, and some of the MCU steelbooks I have. I don't own a lot of movie props or anything like that. And posters, I have some that I got from the theater when movies came out, but that's the only one I have hanging up. I need to fix up my room. I need to get another. I have another poster holder. I need to get another cool poster. I'm not going to have a bunch of them, so I want to make it a really cool poster. Hang that up. So
I have some really cool, actually. Brian will probably kick out of this.
Yeah.
Brian's not here, though.
Okay, I have to wait then.
Tony, what's yours?
My favorite piece of merchandise? Well, there's a little web series / TV show called Pure Ownage, and I have a T-shirt, a limited edition T-shirt from the show, signed by the 2 stars of the show. So,
okay, that's cool. I
got that signed in person. I actually met them. They signed the shirt. So,
the heck, RJ left. All right, that's cool.
RJ left. Brian's gone. It's just me and you, Max.
Yeah,
forever and ever.
CJH has another question here. What is the worst food you've ever had? The worst food.
Max is cooking.
My cooking's not great, no. I don't know. I can't think of it right now. The worst food I've ever had. I like most food is my problem.
There was one like Korean restaurant that was local in my area that I went to go eat at. Me and my mom both got food poisoning.
Ew.
But how was the food?
Also, the food was terrible. But also, I think Burger King is some of the worst food ever made by a human being.
Oh,
every time
I love Burger King.
Legit, every time I eat at Burger King and I try one of their burgers, I get so sick I puke for like days, and I can't go to the bathroom.
You mean from like a Whopper?
I can't eat their Whoppers. They make me sick. Every time I eat them, I vomit. Every time.
Ew, that's disgusting.
I think it's in your head, RJ. You've put it in your brain that eating Burger King makes you sick. So when you eat Burger King, you get sick.
No, I mean, this is like I've like.
We're gonna test this.
Multiple years.
We're gonna buy Burger King, but not tell you it's from Burger King. I'll tell you it's from McDonald's or something. Have you eat it and see if you get sick.
I can tell the difference between McDonald's and Burger King, though.
We'll figure something out. I'm telling you, it's not Burger King because Burger King is fucking dope.
Nah, listen, Burger King chicken fries, like those are okay. French fries, they're okay. The burgers, though, they're nasty.
I can eat about 3 Whoppers in one sitting. Large fry. I like food, in case you haven't figured it out.
Oh, me too. Like Burger King, a Whopper, if done right, is really good. Of course, you get a sloppy Whopper.
Whoppers are nasty.
I don't know, and I love Chinese food, but some really
Whoppers are nasty, bro. Nasty. I don't understand anyone can eat that crap. I'd rather get a burger from Wendy's or Sonic than getting a fast food burger.
You're saying that like if any of these things that you named are bad. I love Wendy's. I love fucking Burger King. I love Sonic. Checkers.
I'm saying Burger King
Rallies.
is trash. Burger King should go out of business.
Wow. All those
Screw the
employees.
King. Then go work.
It's called the
then go work
King.
at
Yeah, the King.
McDonald's.
Burger King. Have it your way.
They're the king of
Yeah.
burgers.
Well, I tried having it my way, and then every time I try and eat their shit, it makes me sick. So
Their fries are bad. I don't like their fries.
thank you, Mo.
Oh, you know what?
Thank you.
Steak and Shake. Their fries are garbage. Like
Yeah,
I
but-
like good
yeah,
fries.
but Steak and Shake is cheap though. I mean, you can't.
Oh,
beat
you
it.
know what? You know what? I actually had something that was pretty bad recently. Really, I just remembered it. Food that was really bad. And I've never been to an official White Castle because they don't have it in my area. But they had it at Aldi's, White Castle frozen burgers.
Why would you eat a frozen burger in the first place, man?
Because White Castles are good, and frozen White Castles taste
You
good.
never eat frozen burgers. Just get actual hamburger meat and make it from scratch.
Well,
But he
yeah,
wanted
that would be the
the
better
White
thing.
Castle.
But I was like, I've never been to a White Castle. They had one box at Aldi's, and I was like, I also got some pasta salad at Aldi's. I was like, this might be good with pasta salad, little mini burger sliders. And the meat, it was not good. So
You guys are picky eaters.
I'm not picky, honestly. I'm really not.
mhm. So anyone else have worse food?
Some sushi I think is really gross. Some stuff I can eat, some stuff I can't. It really depends. But typically, like that kind of food, I can't eat.
So that's the end of Mailbag. Let's get to
But
the main.
I didn't get to tell Brian my answer.
We'll revisit when he comes back. He's busy right now. I wanted to get to this main, the Lord of the Rings.
What is there to say? It's orcs.
Man, woo! When RJ gets don't get salty on movie talk.
I'm not getting salty. I'm just saying, like, it's cool, but like, what is there to say? It's orcs. I mean, we've seen orcs before.
I think they look cooler than the orcs from the Lord of the Rings movies.
Get out of here. That's ridiculous.
No, it's not ridiculous.
The orcs in the movies are badass. Like, these orcs are okay. I mean, it's good makeup, but like, better than the movies. Come on.
Yeah, this looks I don't know. What's your thoughts, Tony? Here.
I think they look pretty good.
Yeah.
Looks good, but not better than the movies.
From what I could see, it looks legit, man. Practical effects. It's not CG as far as I could tell. Look at that.
No, it's definitely makeup, which I appreciate. I mean, yeah, they look pretty cool.
I'm very shocked by you.
Well, what's there else to say? It's just orcs. Like, it's not like it's Gandalf or some major character.
Well, there's been all this negative. People are all negative on the series.
Yeah, it's probably gonna bomb.
What the hell is wrong, Tony? Check RJ. What is RJ? He's gonna become so negative now. So negative.
RJ's gone to the dark side.
You've gone to the dark side, RJ?
No, I'm just saying. Like, I'll be honest. Like, I hope it's successful. I just have a bad feeling that people are not going to bother giving this series a try.
After these images, this got me more hype. I'm like, wow, this is legit. Action poses. Look at that. This looks great. They actually went more CG towards the end of the Peter Jackson and the Hobbit. It looks like they're getting back to practical effects orcs. Nothing. Wow. That dude Vince has got to go. Wrestling over orcs. Darth RJ. I don't know. Tony, if you haven't had, I don't know if your interest level on this, but it's after seeing these images, does it raise it at all?
I actually have a really interesting topic for later after this.
I mean, it doesn't raise my interest. Like RJ says, they are just orcs, and it is cool. They do look nice.
Yeah, no, they look cool. I mean, I know when I'm like, props to them for going the extra mile and doing some makeup and practical effects. I always appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. I love it. I'm very hyped for this. You brought down my hype level. You're killing my buzz.
Well, I'll be honest, Max. I think we're in the middle of a cultural reset.
Ooh.
What are you talking?
Before we get into that, Max, what'd you think of Morbius?
I said it was good. The first hour was really good. Like,
Holy
I love
crap,
that.
He's here. So what? We haven't seen this guy in like 2 weeks.
Help us, Matt Jarbo Obi-Wan Kenobi. Your only hope. Bring back RJ to the light side. Even Tony wants to.
Did
you? No, I think we are in the middle of a cultural reset.
Are you joking because of that video we watched the other day?
No, I've been thinking, man, and with the failure of Lightyear and Miss Marvel not doing so well, maybe like something's going on.
I don't think Miss Marvel's not doing too. I think Miss Marvel was doing fine. These people that are going off of the Samba TV.
I don't know. I'm starting to feel like, why is it that a movie like Top Gun Maverick has become like a phenomenon, but all these other stuff isn't hitting the same? Like, are we in the middle of like this cultural reset where like what people want entertainment's now shifting to like older, more traditional values?
No, it's just that the Buzz Lightyear.
What was not traditional values about Buzz Lightyear? There was one lesbian kiss.
No, what I'm saying is that like I think there are like some people who are like a silent majority.
Thank God you're here, Matt. RJ's lost his way. He's like,
I'm not losing my way.
RJ's lost the plot.
I've literally been in the ocean for the last week. So
congrats, man. That looked like a great
thank you.
trip.
It was so much fun. I had a blast. I'm happy to be home, but I'm also so tired still.
Yeah.
But
you need to check on our pal RJ. I don't know. Something's up with him.
I called RJ today. Actually, I called him on the phone this evening to check on him. No,
I'm fine. I'm asking questions.
You said there's a cultural reset because Lightyear didn't succeed for various reasons.
I'm wondering if there's something actually deeper going on in our society right now, which explains why a movie like Top Gun Maverick.
Are you munching red pills, RJ?
Yeah. Have you been hanging out with a bunch of pickup artists? Like, what's going on?
Seriously, this is weird because I think I'm the most conservative person here.
Yeah,
I'm
not saying conservative values, but what I'm saying is like if the
Maverick
silent majority
doing
is
good because Maverick's a good movie. That's
no.
all it is.
Let me finish though. The silent majority who make up the majority of like what makes a box office hit chose to go see Maverick out of nowhere. Yet
it wasn't out of nowhere.
Like
the movie's been announced for a while. People were excited because it was Top Gun. It's a fucking series coming back.
Top Gun is like was a dead brand, man. No one gave a shit about Top Gun.
Yeah, because that's why they brought it back.
RJ, I'm just, dude, you're 23.
Yeah.
All right. Like.
I don't want to agree with Jarbo. Don't make me agree with Jarbo.
Tony, you're going to be agreeing with me all night tonight. Don't even trip.
Jarbo's not that bad.
But no,
what I'm saying though is that it feels like more like these progressively messaged movies that are meant to like be modern and hip and appeal to like more modern sensibilities are being rejected, while an old school traditional kind of Hollywood movies that felt like it's made out of the 80s was accepted.
You might as well go join Geeks and Gamers at this point.
That's not what I'm saying.
He basically just said, "Get woke, go broke."
No, that's not my point. I'm saying like I feel like people want more fun in their entertainment, and they're like rejecting more so movies that are built around messaging. If that makes sense.
That's not it at all. Look at The Boys. There's so much social.
But The Boys is fun though. The Boys is
exactly.
Fun.
It's
what I'm saying is that maybe we're in the middle of something where people want more of a fun factor in their entertainment.
Well, okay, so
fun entertainment.
But here's the thing though. Fun is subjective, right? Yeah. Like fun is subjective. Like I have fun watching very gory movies. I like the reaction that I get from those movies. A lot of other people don't enjoy that because their fun isn't there. Lightyear, its problem, based upon what I can tell, has nothing to do with a gay kiss. It has everything to do. No, I know that's not what you mean.
Okay,
but it has nothing to do with a gay kiss. It has everything to do with timing. All right, because it's not. The thing is, though, it's not that people went to go see Top Gun. It's that it's that the drop off rate for Jurassic World Dominion was going to dwarf Lightyear. It was going to eat into that box office. I'll give you another example of this. Go back to 2018. Originally, it was going to be Solo releases May 25th, and then it was going to be Deadpool 2 a week later. Then Deadpool 2 jumped up 2 weeks, putting it before Solo. And so Deadpool 2 had an $88 million opening weekend. And then through its just natural drop off for the next weekend, it made another 40 million in its second weekend. How much money of that would have gone to Solo to put that above $100 million mark? At the time, I guarantee you it would have been it would have probably happened. If Solo would have released first, it would have had a much higher weekend opening. We are in an economic recession at this point. I don't care I know the press secretary says otherwise, but like gas is $5 a gallon. People will justify entertainment, but only to an extent. Jurassic World Dominion is the culmination literally of 29 years. What are we at now? What are we at? Next year is 30 years. So 29 years of storytelling effectively. It has a built-in demographic. It's same with Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun came out in the mid-1980s. Tom Cruise at the height of his career. Those of us who grew up in the 80s and 90s, we know Top Gun. All right? So that movie is going to be a good Memorial Day, near Father's Day movie because it's going to tie into that demographic. Whereas Lightyear is one that is aimed for the family, but also look at the fact that the last, 4 Pixar films have effectively been released on Disney Plus.
No, that's true. I mean, I don't want to ignore those factors either, but I don't if you know where I live, I know for a fact that a lot of families chose to not see this movie because of certain elements in the film.
Oh, come on. That's overblown.
No, I'm not saying I'm just saying I actually know where I live, no joke. I have friends who work at the movie theater. They said that based on what they were told by people around them, a lot of families chose to skip out on it because of all the negative press by the media, regardless of the LGBT kiss.
I mean, the thing is though,
sucks. That's terrible. By the way, I hate.
It is terrible.
If it was a better movie, people would come anyway.
Was it a bad movie? I literally did not have the opportunity to go see it yet.
I think it starts off really strong and then it just kind of becomes more like a generic action kids movie. It's not a bad thing. I think it's fun. What I mean though is that it's interesting because when I talk about progressive messaging, it's more so about it's not about the LGBT stuff in Lightyear. It's more so about the idea of anyone can be a hero. Everyone can be a part of the team kind of deal, that kind of stuff, right? I mean, you'll understand when you see the movie, but it's more
that's
so
always
that
been in movies though, RJ. That's not a progressive message.
I don't know how to word it. It just felt like something that
you're almost feeling
the losers can be heroes too, that kind of thing.
You mean every Disney movie from the fucking 80s and 90s? Little Giants. Fucking the losers are always the heroes in those kids' movies.
They just strayed too much from Toy Story with this. If it was
I agree with Max.
It was confusing.
People were confused.
It's called Lightyear. How the hell could people be confused? I understand.
Why do people like Toy Story? Why do they like the action, the fun, and the comedy? And it's so different. This property, it's probably more action sci-fi.
I mean, like I said, I'm not saying I agree with I'm only asking the question because I feel like it should be asked because it is going to be a topic of conversation when we look at the box office this year. Why a movie like Top Gun succeeded where all these other movies that were supposed to be guaranteed hits were not. You know
but I just explained why Top Gun and Jurassic World did well, right?
Well, I know, but they're not going to contribute to just the nostalgia thing, though. Is my point.
But nostalgia is a hell of a drug.
Plus, Jurassic World had dinosaurs. Everybody loves fucking dinosaurs.
Yeah. I mean, it's when you talk about look. So Max and I don't know how old Tony is, but and Brian probably is around the same age. I think we're all guys that were from the 80s and 90s, right?
Yeah.
So those were our formative years, and
watching it with our parents.
Yeah, if you think back to 10 years ago, it was a lot of kind of pulling out stuff. Look at the early
generation,
but a lot of younger people too. Well, a lot of younger people jumped on Top Gun Maverick too, in big numbers as well to get forward quadrant appeal.
Yeah, it did. It was a big mass. Look, dude, pro-military movies have a tendency of doing well, especially in our very pro-military culture. All right,
there's a lot of families that that love that have people in the military. It's a far reach.
And it came out on Memorial Day weekend, which is like,
Yes.
again, the way that we, and you know, maybe I'm just the progressive lefty here or whatever, but you know, the way I view it is there's a lot of jingoism when it comes to this kind of stuff. We have this very weird, you know, it's always like, thank you for your service to the troops and honor the troops and everything else. So dropping a movie that is a legacy sequel about a military, you know, about a military movie that is pro-military on Memorial Day weekend when we honor the fallen soldiers, that is something that people are going to turn out for. And there was no controversy surrounding the movie. Not one little sniff of controversy, right?
Well,
Not
there was
one.
the Taiwan patch, but they fixed that in the final release. So.
Which is stupid because, you know, Taiwan is a country. I don't care what China
Well, they
says.
also said screw it, and the movie didn't get released in China, so they decided to add the patch back.
Yeah,
in,
well, and
so.
the thing, but China's also shutting down. It's like this whole, like, they're not bowing to China. You know what it really means is China doesn't want them. That is the reality. China doesn't want these movies coming in anymore because they recognize that there is a Western influence that was really taking over China. If you've paid attention, that's a lot of what's been going on. China is I mean, you know that they have now removed effeminate men from television, right? They've literally removed effeminate men. They have limited gaming to only a couple hours, I think, on the weekend for kids under the age of 18. Right? They are cracking down on this generation in order to breed into them a very dogmatic approach to their ideology. And the reason why, and I'm saying this right now, is I think that there's going to be World War III. Give it about 20 years, maybe 30, half a generation, when we get into the resource wars. And in China, with their 1.4 around that time, maybe even closer to 2 billion population, is going to be a massive problem for the world to deal with. I'm just saying.
I think RJ, I think you're overthinking it. Really, the reality is probably Maverick's
I'm not
a better movie than
overthinking it.
Lightyear.
I'm using my analytical prowess.
Yeah, but you're
asking questions.
You're almost
about,
like asking
what the takeaway should be.
There's some that people actually just don't want, like these progressive ideas, or it really just comes down to quality of content, honestly.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. Like Miss Marvel is really damn good, but people are apparently not watching it. And I'm just asking
okay. Here's the thing: Disney Plus doesn't release data.
That's what I said.
Right, and they might release a headline that says it was the most watched out of this or whatever, but they do not release data. Samba TV has a very limited view over what it collects. It gives you a sample of what it can collect. And based upon that, you can go, this is doing well with this group of people that should extrapolate. But that data still is very
weak.
It's weak. It is. Yeah, Tony's right. It's super weak. Look at what happened when the Snyder Cut came out. Everyone's like, it was seen by 1.8 million people according to Samba. It's like, there's way more than 1.8 million people who saw that fucking movie. Right? But again, it's arbitrary data that we only have one small piece of a very large pie. And we're talking about it it's like the people who argue the box office. None of us are box office fucking experts. It gets treated now like fantasy fucking football, right? But because we look at the stats, we look at the data. Well, the last weekend it did this. This weekend is projected for X amount of percentage for fall off. We get into arguments over how well a movie is going to do in its second weekend, as if it matters to literally any of us. It doesn't. Not one iota does it matter. And that's the point, is that there's been this weird recalibration of this gamification of talking about the industry that is causing a lot of these problems, a lot of these fights, and a lot of this stuff. And again, we only have a fraction, a sliver of the data. When you look at people like Grace Randolph and what she says, she's using guesstimations at best. We do guesstimations at best. Long range forecasting does guesstimations at best. They have a bit more mathematical approach to it, and they're usually on the right track, but there's always upsets. You know what I mean? And so again, it's like when I worked at the drive-in, we'd hear, the movie's tracking for X amount of money opening weekend. And then it would be either above or below. That's what it is. And it doesn't, again, it never impacted our bottom line because we can't control who shows up. That's up to the marketing department and whether or not people are going to spend the money to go see this stuff. So it's not that there's a cultural shift that's happening in the way, RJ, that you think, but you also have to look at the fact that there's an overabundance of content, right? Look at Memorial Day weekend. What were we talking about? Stranger Things, the Bob's Burgers movie, Top Gun Maverick, right?
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan. I mean, that is an abundance of content for people to watch all at one time. You are asking people to spread themselves so thin over what they watch. And that is why it is not that there's a cultural shift. It's literally that it's oversaturation.
That's kind of why I haven't watched Top Gun yet.
I just haven't been able to
haven't
make
found
it
the
to the theater.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. So tomorrow night, like I got my tickets for Thor already, but I didn't realize that there's a 40th anniversary screening of The Thing tomorrow night.
Oh, heck yeah.
And Fathom did one over the weekend, but they fucked it up and they showed it in the wrong aspect ratio. So they're changing it. They're restoring it to its original aspect ratio for tomorrow. And I'm like, ooh, can I go buy a ticket? My theater's almost sold the fuck out. But it's like, I got to buy a ticket tonight, but I want to go see it because it's The Thing. But it's like, that is something I want to make time to go see because I love that movie. And but again, like Lightyear, you know what? I can watch it on home. I can watch Top Gun Maverick at home. The theatrical experience is what's dying. And it's not because people don't want to watch a lot of content. It's because they don't have the time, they don't have the money, and they're like, I can just wait.
Well, so I don't like to say like the timing of releases is too big of an impact on movies, but I will say on streaming, this is the first time that Disney has had two series competing at the same time in real estate on the Disney Plus app. Like when you first go in, that's something to think about.
That's not entirely accurate though, because I mean, Star Wars ran against Marvel a couple of times. I mean, wasn't Mandalorian season 2 run up against a Marvel show?
I think they usually just waited for one.
They never aired at the same time.
Right.
And
that real estate when you first get in the Disney Plus app of what's new is taken up with Obi-Wan. That has a factor.
Tonight's the last episode of Obi-Wan though, so I think.
But I also think it's not going to help next week because the premiere is the one that you want to get that real estate. Oh, there's a new show.
Well, my hope is that people will start binging Miss Marvel after Obi-Wan finishes tonight. So that's my hope at least.
Well, I'll put it to you like this: when you want people to binge watch Miss Marvel, it has to have something worth binge watching. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen either episode 1 or episode 2. Obviously, I was out of country.
I don't think this show has to be super successful.
It's fun.
It's fun.
I mean, I want it to be successful though, because I think
I do too. But
the strongest the Disney Plus series has been since WandaVision. And
who's to say that her being in the Marvels won't help too, and then maybe get a season 2 or great.
I'm just saying it sucks that like one of the best Disney Plus shows released thus far isn't doing as well as the other ones. You know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, now are you trying to argue that there's like some potential xenophobia that's happening?
No, I just think a lot of people weren't interested in this because I think people thought it wasn't for them because it looked a little too kiddie.
It didn't get. Here's the thing. This is also a series that didn't get a layup from any of them. Like she's not introduced in any of the movies or anything. Where some of these other characters have had the benefit of.
Well, Moon Knight wasn't introduced in anything.
That's true.
But it had a bigger name. It had star
Oscar
power.
Isaac.
Oscar Isaac and Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's star power attached to it. Whereas Miss Marvel has none of that.
It's all
right
new.
Now.
It's all new.
It's all new talent.
So there's other factors. There's other factors.
That's true. By the way, really quick. Hey, what's up,
Sean?
Really quick, Brian. I forgot to tell you because you were gone. One of the questions about merchandise, like our favorite piece of merchandise we own. You ever heard of a little episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation called "The Next Light" or the Inner Light?
Yes, that's the one with the flute, if I'm not correct. Right?
Yes, and guess what I own?
You got the Resican flute?
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
Signed by Morgan Gendel in the little box.
That's amazing, dude.
Well look at this, Matt. I got so excited about this, and then RJ brought me down.
It's
look at these images.
I mean, they look cool, but like it's not like main topic worthy. It's just orcs.
It looks amazing.
Yo. Dude, RJ, how old were you in the winter of 2001?
2.
Yeah, you don't remember the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring when that dropped.
I watched all those movies all the time.
You watched those movies on home video as a kid.
Yeah.
You don't remember going to the theater and going like, all right, what's this Lord of the Rings movie going to be?
I saw all the Hobbit movies in the theater.
That's not the same thing. Are you kidding me? This shit looks fucking epic, dude.
Yeah.
Like, no, I mean, Orcs.
Hold on. It looks good. I'm just saying, like, there's not much really to say other than it looks good. Like, I can't have like a deep conversation.
Practical effects orcs. They look better to me than the.
Is Weta involved in this at all? Please tell me Weta is involved in this show. I don't know.
Think they are.
I don't think they are. But look, the thing is though, is they've done quite a bit, and like the look of the orcs, yes, they're slightly different than what Peter Jackson's orcs look like, and I get their whole thing is like the evolution of orcs is what they're trying to argue.
Okay, well, there's something interesting. Okay, the article before Max closed it, I saw something that they mentioned.
Yeah, I have another article I'm bringing up. Yes, this is this going to be a controversy?
Yes,
female orcs.
I don't care. I want to watch it. I don't care. I just a week away from this shit. A week away from this shit, I'll tell you this, man. Like you sit there and like I was following some of the drama that's been happening all week, and I'm just like I was literally sitting. I had my I bought the internet package, right? Right. I bought the No, I was sitting there telling RJ this earlier today. I'm like I was
involved?
Everybody, everything, all the time, nonstop. But no, I was sitting there eating ice cream and like surfing my phone and looking out over the Pacific Ocean off the Alaskan coast and reading this stuff and going like, yeah, I don't care. It's just like it's all nonsense.
It's amazing what time away will reveal about what actually matters in life.
It really does. It's like look, it's like, and I'm not criticizing Max for your coverage of it. Obviously, I'm here and I'm hanging out, but it's just like that whole like everybody wants to be upset. You have to look at the motivations of those who are pushing that kind of stuff, right? Like it's, again, the usual suspects. This last weekend, right? Did you see the whole thing with like they're all cozying up to Gina Carano? Her movie came out, and I have not seen one person talk about it.
Well, yeah, I said.
Did you watch it? Did anyone here watch Terror on the Prairie?
No, because
I'm not getting Daily Wire.
I'm interested in seeing it. I think I would love for you to give a review. Honestly, Matt.
I will. Well, I intend on watching it. Let me see if what it costs for.
No, but
it's $14. If you want
this ain't worth $14.
Yeah, we went over this last week when Jeremy Griggs gave his non-review of the movie.
Yeah.
What do you say? Like it was so good, it was so great, you guys.
No, we were so happy that Daily Wire invited us out.
Oh, I
Jeremy said that there was a story to tell, and they told the story that they wanted to tell, and the story that they were trying to tell about the story that they needed.
Had no agendas, guys.
Whatever.
No agendas.
No agenda. Yeah, no agenda. It's a woman fighting back against bad guys on the prairie. That's considered SJW right there.
Yeah.
By
you
their
gave
logic.
more of a review of what the movie is about in that one sentence than the entire 8-minute presentation by fucking Jeremy Griggs.
Wow, this is where I'm just I'm like it's Jesus Christ, these guys are dumb. Let's see here.
Well, they also got mad at. Listen up. This is even. Did I even mention Jeremy once in this video? I don't even know.
Terror on the Prairie. I'm sorry. What kind of name is Terror on the Prairie? Right.
Well, listen, but Matt, she lives out on the prairie and she's being terrorized at home.
Okay, I'll put it to you like this: the website that I know that does a bunch of the pirated content. I just took a quick look. It's not even on there. That's how little people care, right? It's not even being. It's not. It might be on the Pirate Bay. Let me look. The Pirate Bay.
Well, I was mocking them the other day when they were doing their fan event. Like, they're Hollywood's scared of us. Like, you only
were
exist
mocking
because of
them, Max.
Hollywood.
You kind of came across as like salty and jealous.
Yeah, well, I don't care. People could think what they. I'm going to do a video on that later.
Let's see.
But
the Pirate Bay doesn't even have Terror on the Prairie.
But Matt, you were even mocking Ripa like they're scared of us. We're the next level of entertainment.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you comment on their entertainment.
Well, all I said to Ripa was he just tweeted out a picture of Gina and said, "This is how we win."
Yeah.
This is why we win or something. And then I just said, "Win what? A Razzie?"
Yeah.
And then people like, I don't know if people did not know what a Razzie was or whatever, but
Ripa quote tweeted you and went off on you, and then Neurotic was talking about
exercise.
Oh yeah, the Eggmen or whatever. Yeah, never. And that's when, if you guys noticed that night, I was dropping like my Fitbit. I was like, yeah, I did 20,000 steps today, walked 9 miles, hung out in Juneau, Alaska. Traveled the whole city, had a great time. I'm up in Alaska, like not even worried about any of this shit. And all you culture warriors are all upset that I literally tweeted out 4 words. That's it. I tweeted out 4 words and it breaks them. Now, granted, I did go.
Female orcs.
Did you guys see that takedown of Jeremy that I put out there though?
No.
No, I don't watch your content.
Oh no, I put it on Twitter. That's fine. No one watches my content. Not on YouTube anyway. Other places, absolutely, but YouTube is dead. But no.
What are we doing here then?
Hanging out. I have my stream in a little bit because I'm back, and I guess I don't know.
There you go, RJ. A quad stream.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Spider-Man
You're
Lotus.
depressing me, RJ. You're depressing me.
I was looking.
The culture warriors. We're in a cultural renaissance.
I didn't say
no,
that.
We're in a cultural.
I was asking
shift.
questions about what the general audience is like going.
They
through.
rejected Morbius and the gay undertones in that movie. So RJ's like,
I was just asking a question about where Hollywood is going to notice trends are going. Certain trends. What I'm asking about really is like what trends are developing this year at the box office as we recover from the pandemic. What does it say about viewing habits? What does it say about what people want to see in entertainment, et cetera, et cetera? That's all I'm asking about.
Above average movies get good box office. It's as simple as that. It doesn't matter if there's
not always.
It doesn't matter if there's social commentary or not. But an average movie that has social commentary is going to be hyperbolically said it's losing because of the social commentary. But it's really because of execution, writing, and quality of content. That's it. If you make it, they will come. I've said that. It's not a mystery. If you make above it, but honestly, you have to bring above average content to get box office anymore because of inflation and all this other stuff.
It's not even above average. It really is like just franchise, man. You know what I mean? Like it really is franchises. Like the thing with Lightyear is that Lightyear was a deviation from the franchise. If Lightyear would have been Toy Story 5 and would have focused on Buzz, the people would have shown the fuck up.
Or like really with the original voice actor, and it was really like the cartoon series might be something where he's really going against Emperor Zurg and all this other stuff. I don't know. Really
plus the twist,
Lightyear lore.
The twist in Lightyear is probably going to put a lot of people off.
I heard something about a twist. I don't know what it is. I don't want to know till I see it. But I mean, like I heard something about some weird twist from the end or whatever. And I mean, look, it's also entirely like, and Pixar doesn't always get it right. Cars 2,
Maverick pushed the
Ratatouille.
envelope with filmmaking, with the as far as I know, with the direction and the scenes and the flight and the planes and practical flying and instead of CG flight. I'm assuming he actually got actors, and I do have another article that he's the director is planning a Formula One movie with the same angle of
and that same director had a movie come out on Netflix this week called Spiderhead, starring Chris Hemsworth.
Nobody's talking about that.
And no one. Well, it got bad reviews, right? Okay. But that's the problem though. Is like Netflix is in this weird state as well, with their content being kind of like really called into question. You know what I mean? About the quality of content that's been coming out because they write all these blank checks.
Even if Lightyear was an amazing film, it's still the same thing we've been getting. CGI, not really pushing next-gen CGI, just the status quo with Pixar.
I just want to clarify, too, like, Lightyear did make money. It made $51 million. Yeah. It's just that it was expected to do so much better, like around 70 to 80. So it doesn't meet the projections, the internal projections. It's more so a question about, well, what the heck happened?
Well, so here's the thing is like traditionally like the last weekend of June will do better than let's see, the last weekend of June is this weekend. What comes out this weekend?
Elvis and the Black Phone.
Right. Okay. Lightyear should have come out this weekend.
Yeah.
Lightyear should have come out this weekend. Should have given Jurassic World 2 weeks. That's the problem. It's also this, they cram everything. I don't know how many.
The problem is that they didn't want to release it next week because then it would only give it a 1 week run, and then Minions.
Well, at this point, would they have anything to? At this point, would they have lost out on anything?
I think they were worried about Lightyear competing with Minions.
Well, here's the thing: Minions is probably going to be $1 billion movie because people have low standards when it comes to illumination.
God, no more Minions, please.
I'll say this as an I'm not a big Illumination person, but I do love the Sing movies. I'll say that, but. But it's again, it's like the Despicable Me movies. I mean, even the Minions movie.
Hey, we have 47 people watching, only 23 likes. Please help out the show. Matt Jarper's back in town.
Button.
Go. Oh my God.
I'm kidding. Hit the like button. I'm messing.
Wow.
I was messing. Oh my God.
Sean said his friends worked on the Black Phone. It's going to be so good. It wasn't
I've heard
on my
nothing but
radar.
good
until
things.
Yeah.
They screened it at CinemaCon a couple months ago, so and everyone said it was great. So
I saw one review that said it's really good, but it's not scary.
Did you have a story
Who?
that you said people were going to be interested in, or was that it?
Oh, I found one today.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
It turns out that Logan Paul ended up losing his friendship with The Rock over the Suicide Force video. So The Rock literally, they share a publicist, and the publicist contacted Logan Paul after the Suicide Force video and said that The Rock wants you to remove all images and videos of the two of you together, and at this point wants nothing more to do with you.
Good.
So it's like, oof, The Rock digitally aborted Logan Paul.
Oh,
you know, that's pretty funny.
I
if
mean,
you think about it.
I get it though. That Suicide Force video was pretty bad at the time.
It was fake though. The whole thing was fake.
Yeah, but just because it's fake, like that made it worse though. Like you would do something.
Well,
like that
yeah.
for
No one has openly admitted that it's fake, but I've actually like Zapruder filmed this motherfucker, frame by frame, gone through it. It is fake.
I have this. Is Disney planning to do something in parallel besides D23 for Marvel with the Avenger Con?
They would be very smart to do so. I think that they should launch their own version of Star Wars Celebration
with Avenger Con and launch off the Miss Marvel hype.
Just
because
bury
they
the fuck out of DC even more.
Well,
Hey.
no, Tony. We have DC fandom. Remember?
New website for Avenger Con.
Well, yeah. This is just
Yeah,
promote Miss
but
Marvel.
but don't you think they should actually? Wouldn't it be smart marketing to
Again, if
actually make
if
it a
they're
thing?
smart, then they will.
I mean,
But I don't know though, because Marvel loves San Diego Comic-Con. Like that's like their sweet spot. That and D23.
not
like, that's
Comic-Con
where they-
anymore. Not
They're
anymore.
going to Comic-Con this year. Just not in a big way. Like they're using it to promote a couple shows coming out in the next couple months, and then D23.
Well, these cons really keep these. Let's be real. Probably a lot of the reasons that all these shows are happening is these Star Wars celebrations are happening more frequently now, and it's a lot of money. Probably. I don't know. Is it a factor? These big events, Matt, that you think these helps get these shows going? Keeping the hype alive, having teases.
No.
Is there a lot of profits? From
I
these
don't
cons?
think. No, I don't think there's value to these events anymore.
Really?
Yes. Back. I'll tell you why. Okay, I'm an old school San Diego Comic-Con guy. Right, 2000 was my first year.
Hi,
I remember.
Kira.
I remember when Hall H first opened up. But that was when there was secrecy. Right? That was when there were things that they would only show to you. Now, a lot of the stuff, it's not that stuff gets leaked. That's part of it. That's actually part of it, right? They're anticipating it to get leaked because that builds the hype. The low quality potato cam content that comes out, you know what I mean? It's like, it's so terrible. You get enough of it to be excited and to get to be excited for it. But you also like don't sacrifice the quality for those who saw it in person. You know what I mean? Whereas like back in 2015,
Oh, do we lose him?
Yeah.
Let's give it a second.
Yeah.
So, what was he saying?
okay, hold on, am I back?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're back.
StreamYard. Gone for a weekend. Anyway, what I'm saying is like, look at the Suicide Squad trailer from 2015. Someone shot it potato cam, leaked it online. Everyone was talking about it. People really liked it. And then Warner Brothers put out the trailer a couple days later, I think, or like the next day it's a couple days later, because they didn't want that low quality trailer to represent what people were seeing with this movie. Okay. That to me says that somebody had uploaded it directly themselves from Warner Brothers, spread it around the internet. And then when the hype was there, they dropped the actual trailer and that only boosted the hype. But then after that, and even in 2015, Warner Brothers was dropping, like, they'd go, oh, here's this exclusive thing. They showed us this like 5-minute exclusive teaser for The Man from U.N.C.L.E. that was coming out I think a week after Comic-Con or something, right? And then as soon as they showed it to us, they published it on the internet. And that became Warner Brothers' entire approach. almost every trailer they showed us immediately made its way onto the internet before the panel was even over. We saw it first to keep up with that. You guys are the first people to see this. But as soon as that was over, everyone else saw it, therefore making it completely pointless to be in that room. You know what I mean? They stopped giving
but
away.
You get the experience, though, don't you? I mean,
but,
you get to like see the actors and stuff, and you get to like experience like seeing it for the first time in that room with other fans, though.
That was the thing, okay? But that goes away after a while because when you see the actors there, do you know what they get asked? Their questions are god awful. People line up and they'll ask the most inane questions. I'll give you a prime example. You guys ever see the movie 9 from back in 2009? The animated movie with Elijah Wood?
Like the little, with those like weird looking dolls.
Yeah, right. So they showed off an action scene from that movie, and they brought out Elijah Wood and Jennifer Connelly and Tim Burton and everything else, you know. And they're taking Q&A, and this woman gets up there and she goes, Miss Connelly, I'm a big fan, but I'm just really curious. What was it like doing the action scenes for this movie? And Jennifer Connelly, bless her heart, looked at the woman and just said, it's an animated movie. All I did is use my voice. And that is the level. That is the type of questioning you get in these events. You cannot ask hard-hitting questions.
Don't they vet the questions before you get up there, though?
They do, yeah, they do. I once asked Zack Snyder. It was a 300 DVD release panel that they had back in 2007. And I asked Zack Snyder, because there was that, remember the battle cam, right? Where it's like it morphs, right? From like the wide, middle, and close-up shot. Yeah. It was shot through a prism. It was shot through a prism, I believe. Or that was something I'd read about there being like a tester for it or something. And I wanted to ask him, because I just graduated film school at the time. So I wanted to ask him about that prism technology. And so I was like, oh, that battle cam sequence was like really great. How did you pull it off? And he just goes, oh, yeah, we did it because it was cool. Now, all these years later, I know that's Zack Snyder speak for like, I don't want to really answer the question, or I just don't want to talk. But that's also just kind of how he is. But again, those are the kind of questions and kind of answers you're going to get. It's got to be quick, nothing specific. It's always like, what was it like working on this movie? What was it like working with these actors? It's the same questions, the same canned responses. And after a while, you just tune the fuck out because there's nothing different. There's nothing new. You get a couple moments here and there if the cast is having fun. And there are certain groups, like I went up there. Okay, Big Bang Theory, for example. They had a big panel back in 2015, 2016. And people were asking nerd questions, right? And at one point, some guy comes over and he says, could Magneto lift Thor's hammer? Right? Oh. That's an honestly interesting question. And then the guy who plays Kamal, right? Or whatever his name is, the you know the guy, right? From Big Bang Theory, whatever his name is. He just goes, dude, we're actors, right? Totally shuts the guy down. Totally shuts him down. Doesn't want to engage in the banter. Doesn't want to play up the characters. They don't give a fuck. They're just told to be there. But again, Kaylee Cuoco, she again, bless her heart. I like Kaylee for this. I gained a lot of respect for her. She tried to entertain the question, understanding that this guy had waited hours to ask.
Right. It's like you wait hours. Like, let me actually give you a moment to actually like be considerate and answer it.
Exactly. She tried. The thing is, though, it's all about having a great moderator. And oftentimes Chris Hardwick would be the moderator, and he held some really great panels because if there were questions from the audience that were kind of like iffy, he would spice them up a little bit, right? Like one of the best ones I ever saw him moderate was it was Chris Hardwick, Trey Parker, and Matt Stone spending an hour discussing South Park for its 20th anniversary. That was excellent. You know what I mean? Because those are actual interesting conversations to be had. The Star Trek.
Answer the question or what?
What's the question?
Can Magneto lift Thor's hammer?
Oh, I don't fucking know. Probably not, because it's all magic.
You too, just like Kumal. You're just gonna shut down the question.
No. I'd be like, okay, well, fine. Thor's hammer is Mjolnir. It's a magical hammer. All right. Like, can a mutant lift something that's magical? I don't know. I would argue that if it's because the powers are imbued to those who they deem worthy, Magneto is in no way worthy. Right. Unless the hammer views what Magneto wants in regards to his nationalistic, desires, right, for mutant kind to be deemed pure, and therefore Mjolnir would then be a fascist.
You mean like when Captain America lifted the hammer?
That's different though. That's not fascism. That's jingoism. That's a different scenario. All right.
He
that
was the
true.
head of
Now
Hydra.
we're
I'm pretty
expecting
sure
this
that was.
conversation to go.
So that was all about the American industrial military complex, okay? And that is considered God Almighty here in this country. Therefore, to some people, that is considered the way. I don't believe that personally, but that is what other people believe.
Wow.
I'm just saying, right? Like questions like, yeah, you can argue it, right? Like it's the whole.
This is a good question. Can Aquaman manipulate King Shark? Can he communicate with him and get him to do stuff?
I'd like to see him try.
You know what they should do with Aquaman the Lost Kingdom? Replace the love interest of Mira with King Shark.
Well,
what is
it is
wrong
confirmed.
With this RJ, I don't know.
It is confirmed that he does fuck fish.
Is broken. I need to return him. Look, even
It's a
his
legitimate
avatar is
question.
angsty. Look at his angsty avatar.
That's not even angsty.
Going through a phase. You're going through a phase.
What are you talking about?
It's his rebel teenage phase.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You had an article you wanted to bring up?
Yeah, I thought this was interesting. This came from Total Film.
Okay. Kevin Feige says we'll hear more about Marvel's next big saga in the coming months, and that's probably D23.
Yeah, he's teasing that they're about to announce where they're going, and like things are starting to be like they're saying Phase 4 is almost over, so now we're getting into Phase 5, and now it's going to be okay. Now you guys are going to see what we've been building towards, starting now. So, because Phase 4 I think ends next year with Fantastic Four. So
no, is that next? I think Fantastic Four is getting pushed.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I think they're going to announce a lot of stuff at D23. We'll see.
Do you think it's going to be John Krasinski directing?
I'd be shocked at this point. I'd be shocked at this point if it wasn't him. Anything's possible though. I still think that there's a chance it could be Bryce Dallas Howard, but I don't know.
I think she's going to do a Star Wars movie overdoing that. I think she wants to. I think she wants to do a Star Wars movie in order to like redeem her father. If that makes sense. But is it weird that I also want to see Bryce Dallas Howard direct an episode of Willow?
No, I think it'd be great.
Can we also quickly say Willow
looks shitty to me, but it hasn't been as clear to the general. Like,
well, again, it's been rebuilding and reestablishing things, establishing new characters, establishing new stories for these characters we've been following. So, and Feige's talking about Phase 4. This is Phase 4. The next one up is probably Phase 5. But we are gonna know
what? Get out of here! It's not gonna be Phase 6. We're not gonna just jump. Sorry, dude.
No, it's fine. Yeah, assholes. But no, I mean, like we're gonna know, like, because the way he was talking, where he said in the coming months the plan will become more focused and clear, basically implies that like they're announcing the saga at D23. Like, what is Phase 5 about? Who's our main villain? Maybe we'll get another Avengers movie announcement. Like, we're gonna things are gonna be more clear as to like
RJ from Bomberny TV.
Breaking news.
Oh. Wait, hold on. hold on.
Oh, you're gonna do it? Oh god.
No. Hold on.
Breaking news.
5 comes after 4.
Oh wow.
Is Blade really the first movie of Phase 5?
It's been harder for me to see the cutoff of Phase 4 and 5 though from other phases.
Well, because they never officially.
And I feel really weird even talking about phases. It makes me feel weird. I don't like what phase am I in? I don't know.
What?
Max, I don't know. You're into some weird shit, dude. I have no effing idea anymore.
All I know is in like 3 hours we get Kenobi. Yeah.
I have a feeling. I have a feeling it's gonna drop in like 15 minutes.
Really?
There's
I have a feeling. I have a feeling.
Oh, that would be cool if they did that. That would get everyone talking.
Well, can I? Is episode 5 bad? Because I haven't seen it. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Episode 4 I think is the worst episode. 5 was much better, but I still think it had some issues. But I liked a lot more.
Okay, because like I've avoided spoilers at this point, and that's been very difficult, but still navigating Twitter. So I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna stream a little early tonight, and then go watch both episodes, and then enjoy my evening that way.
Is there a new trailer out with Christian Bale.
It was like a 1-minute TV spot. That's kind of a final trailer. It showed some new footage and stuff. Showed
I'm
Thor,
still not getting Christian. I'm not feeling Christian Bale's Gore the God Butcher yet.
Yeah, because you're a hater.
I'm not a hater.
You were calling him Uncle Fester.
I said I'm not impressed by the design. It's like lackluster, but I mean his acting ability could.
Well, who am I going to trust?
Christian Bale's a little overrated.
Who am I going to trust, Max? I'm going to trust Taika Waititi, who says he thinks Gore is the best villain they've ever put on the screen.
And there's another Obi-Wan trailer for this. I didn't see that yet.
It's a finale trailer, so
yeah, it's a spoiler. So
yeah.
Oh, it is a spoiler. I don't want to watch it then.
No.
So what do you're caught? You didn't catch up on episode 5 yet.
No, I literally got back in. We docked this morning, and then I've just been like trying to recover. My kid last night, at about 1:30 in the morning, my 4-year-old wakes up and just starts puking everywhere, and then I took her out to go like walk to kind of get some fresh air and some water, and she was hungry, and it's like, well, what can we get on the ship at 1:30 and 2 o'clock in the morning? The pizza place was open. So we had some pizza at 2 o'clock in the morning, and then she was all fine. She was all like, okay, you want to go walk up on the top? You want to go walk the top step? I'm like, you're cold. So, but the kids are exhausted. They had a lot of fun this week.
That's great.
I totally forgot. Multiverse of Madness will be available to stream on Disney Plus tomorrow.
Yep.
I won't watch it again.
But you know what? You know what's going to be great? July 12th. Bob's Burgers, the movie, hits HBO Max.
I'll watch
it. Going to HBO Max?
That's the deal that Fox had with HBO.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
that goes on for a few years. Yeah.
Dean Wolf's producer, Wolfpack. Does anyone care?
No.
Okay.
I mean, interesting. I mean, cool to see Paramount Plus making more content.
Yeah.
That's right. Tomorrow night at midnight, the Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe movie drops on Paramount
Plus. Is that
Plus.
a new movie?
Have you not seen the trailer for that?
It movie,
looks hilarious.
Oh man,
it's totally making fun of Interstellar.
Also, the South Park streaming wars movie as well.
I need to watch that still. Yeah, I need to watch that still. I hear it's good.
The last article I had up. I don't understand why this is a thing.
Yeah, I love the Lego Star Wars specials. These are awesome.
Those are some of my favorites.
Guess what though? Have you guys watched the trailer?
No, I haven't watched the trailer yet.
Okay. Do you want me to spoil it or just wait for you guys to watch it?
You could spoil it for me. I don't care.
I mean, I like them, but I'm not too worried about there being spoilers.
Okay, well, in the trailer, they announced that Weird Al Yankovic is going to be a character playing himself in the Star Wars world.
Awesome.
That's great.
So, and Weird Al is going to be like a main character in the special.
It's so weird at how much I like those Lego specials, and
they're amazing.
Even the show when they did the little Lego Star Wars, like the shows.
Yeah, the
that are on there.
Adventures and
yeah,
stuff like
I was watching those with my kids, and I really enjoyed them. Like for one, I unequivocally love the droids from the prequels. I don't know why, like Roger has always resonated well with me.
Right.
So I love those guys. I'm more than happy to see them in any capacity. I still need to play the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga.
Yes, you do. It's an amazing game. I love that game.
It's the time.
It's probably going to be on sale for the holidays, though.
Yeah,
It's already on sale right now
on Xbox or whatever.
Yeah, on Xbox. I think it's on sale on both actually.
Cool. I definitely want to get into that one. What's this? Have you guys talked about the Cal Kestis thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk about the top of the show. Yeah.
I came in late. Yeah, I was watching the January 6th hearing from today. So I was like, my kids passed out. We got some dinner. They passed out. My girlfriend and I were just watching the testimony, going like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Well, people got mad at me for this earlier today.
People mad at you, Matt?
I heard people were coming
What's
at this.
new?
Guy. What's going on with this, man?
I think that thumbnail's a little too mean.
What happened was someone told me something happened with Star Wars Theory.
He basically came back on Twitter after 6 years of doing nothing on the platform to basically be like, y'all are gonna talk shit about me. I'm gonna.
Well,
defend
him and
myself to my
Josh
audience.
together are doing this whole grift angle about you can't even criticize Star Wars. To me personally, in my subjective opinion, but then I realized that he is getting some shit too. But you know,
well, again,
it's like
fuck,
a big
fuck Theory, fuck Den of Nerds, fuck all those guys, man. They don't look. They care. Like, okay, Star Wars Theory cares about Star Wars. Den of Nerds cares about money. When you can suck up to it and whatever, the way that
Josh has been setting the basis here for this thing.
Well, Josh is going to go towards the fandom menace because it's easy.
You can't even criticize Star Wars anymore, which, you know, there is some truth to that. But he's been setting this up. It seems like a manufactured YouTuber thing.
I mean, I'll tell you at this point, man, it's like, fuck these people. Like, I got no cool, no chill with them anymore. Like, I don't want to, you know. Because all it is I really believe that like there's a lack of authenticity.
Oh, I did have one other thing to talk about. But let me show you hold on a second.
So you know Max is getting old, he's forgetting to even cover all the stories.
No, there is a big one. Let me get Den of Nerds first because I'm showing you. He was so ready to say go to bat. Oh, people are being
because people have been getting Star Wars Theory shit for his Obi-Wan streams on Twitter. He chose to say something. Because they don't like what he said.
What did he say? I don't know what he said. Is it spoilery?
Kinda, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
then tell me later.
I found the Den of Nerds tweet.
Basically, he doesn't like certain aspects of the show, but he likes it. He's having a fun time with it. He just has criticism.
I actually agree with his comment here, though. And even though I think he's just I believe subjectively he's pushing this to like, oh, we're being attacked type thing because there's a lot of grift into that. We can't even state our opinions.
It's like when he put out a video saying he was going to join the fandom menace.
Yeah. I really wish Star Wars demanded the same level of perfection from the content as they do from Star Wars Theory. So effing wild. And
basically, it's because people criticize Star Wars Theory for being the biggest Star Wars channel on YouTube. And so they demand perfection from him in terms of how he covers Star Wars.
Goldman was going at him. But yeah, it seems like something that they're like pushing that they can't even have people are so upset with their opinions. Just like that Den of Cringe video I did where he's like, can you believe
Den of Cringe?
Yeah, I called him Den of Cringe.
Den of Cringe.
When he was acting like, what was it that people are too toxic on the positive side? They're really pushing this angle because there's a lot of grift to it. But let me get to the
thing as toxic positivity.
Yeah, there is.
When it comes to Star Wars,
really?
Yeah, there is. People. Don't look at me like that. Don't bring me up there like that.
Because you said it about me before.
Because I think in some cases, Max, you actually do that.
100%.
But the thing is though, I think you're coming at it from a legitimate place. I don't think you're doing it to like push an agenda. There's a difference there, right? Like you strike me as the like, you know, can't everybody get along type guy, you know, the one that will like bend over backwards. You know what I mean? Like you'll be like if it was like, let's say like a three-way, right? Like you would be the middle of the three-way.
What the hell is this?
You know what I mean? Like, you know, like you ever heard of the Eiffel Tower?
I'm getting fucked at both ends. What the hell's going on?
Well, but you're not getting.
So Matt, what you're saying is that in terms of the human centipede, Max would be in the middle.
Oh my no! I want to give no. I want to give a positive spin on that, right? Not like because at that point he would eat shit and give shit to somebody else. No. What I'm talking about here is like hold on. It's like there's the part of the Eiffel Tower in regards to a sexual maneuver is a high five over the back. Right. So what Max does is he brings both sides together and then they high five over his back. Okay. And at that point, because look, the one in the middle has the most fun. All right. So
they're spit roasting you, Max, is what he's saying.
They're totally spit roasting him. They're Chinese finger trapping him. If you know that old Chasing Amy reference.
I wish I could see Max's face right now.
What's that?
I said, I wish I could see your face when Matt's describing all of this.
Dude, I've been around my family
You have
for
a
a
topic
week.
for your
I have
version?
not
Oh,
been
shut
able.
up.
I have not been able to like make many dirty jokes in the last week, so I'm very happy to be home on that front.
Oh, pent up.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah, yeah. Try having 2 children and like no daycare.
Yeah, no.
And that has everything to do with the fact that they just because they're 4 and they're 2, and there are no vaccines for kids under 4 or under 5. Never mind 3 tests to prove that they were negative. Everyone had to prove they were negative to get on board. And
oh my god, this idiot, dude. How is it? How are they fake? How are they fake?
There's
like,
the CGI dots on the arms, maybe because of the metal arm. I don't know. It still looks like does her arm?
Does he not know how muscles get flexed for movies? Like, does he not know that, you know, when Hugh Jackman does like his big like I'm gonna take my shirt off and be ripped the shit, that he literally has to like dehydrate himself in order to get that?
That's what I'm saying though. So the fact that they put the CGI 3 dots on her bicep means that the muscles are fake. Really? That's confirmed? And again, I'll just reiterate what I said here. I put this tweet out today.
Well, Tony, what do you think? Do you think her muscles are fake?
I don't really give a shit if they're fake.
Even Chris Hemsworth has dots on his arms too.
About where I'm at.
Real quick though, this is what I said on Twitter. I said this. This dude is criticizing how a woman looks when he's over here looking like the fat bastard from Austin Powers.
Oh, glass houses, RJ.
Now, listen. RJ might be a portly fellow, okay, but he looks like a lovable Snorlax. This guy looks like the kind of thing you insert in your anus.
I'm just saying, when we start
suppository,
I'm not defending heels and babyface, but when we start throwing insults of a personal nature at people, they're gonna start throwing it back.
But he's insulting how a woman looks, though.
But he's not insulting you, RJ. Is what I'm saying. You don't need to defend the honor of Natalie Portman, right?
Well, he was reading someone else's tweet.
No, that was my tweet.
Oh, that was your tweet. Oh,
yeah. RJ's under a new account.
It literally says RJ right there.
RJ, well, RJ's transitioned. Like RJ's transitioned to a stan account. So
not really. I kind of.
Well, I don't know. Her arm's fake. Yeah, that's the thing though. Like Tyler Hecklin, he wears fake muscles for Superman. No one complains. Well, people do complain there. Actually.
I mean, Zachary Levi did that for the first Shazam, and everyone got all mad. But for the sequel, you know, he toned up, and they put him in something that's more form fitting. The Rock literally looks like everything he's wearing for Black Adam is like painted on.
Yeah.
My
point being though is that you should never criticize how someone else looks when you yourself have features that others can criticize you for. Right.
Which is why I said that you probably shouldn't throw stones. Because we all have features that we could be criticized for. Let's not go to a personal level. You're supposed to be better.
I don't talk shit about fat people because I'm fat.
You're supposed to be better, RJ.
Dude, I talk shit about fat people all the fucking time, and I am fat. You know why? Because we shouldn't be fat.
True. I've been losing weight though.
Brian, you're looking good. You're looking good, dog. You're looking good, man. But you look at someone like you can see. Go back a year and look at Brian, and he's like lost half of his. His face looks thin as fuck.
My chin is gone, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta hit the gym too.
You know, Brian looks like the kind of guy that would work at a used record store. You know.
Thank you. Awesome, dude. I always look for that. I got the 2112 tattooed for it and everything.
Oh my god. You're gonna fuck you. You're gonna have like fucking like 311. Fuck you. You've got like all right. You do. He's owning it. There you go, man.
My next one's it's gonna be my Aussie one, but that's for my dad though.
Oh yeah.
Isn't it great that seeing Matt and Brian get along? You know, not
normally do. It's just
we have a lot of similar takes.
Okay, one thing I've realized over the last like month or two, it's like, dude, I could be friends with people who aren't friends.
Yes,
like, it's okay. You could do that. You know,
I think I could see Brian really liking some of Matt's takes.
No, I've always got.
I just don't want anyone to get in trouble for talking to me. That's the only thing I care about. So we're not bringing it up. That's all I'm saying about that. Yeah. No, I was gonna say, like, look, man, it's like, you know, weight loss should be something we all focus on. You know, heel versus babyface just sits there like a fat Wyoming potato, having a literal neck beard. All right, like trim your shit. My beard might be coming in gray and silver and white in a few areas, but it's like I still keep it trim. Try to look okay when I go on camera. You know, fucking.
Oh wait, hold on. So if Brian is Matt's long lost brother and I'm son of Jarbo, is it like just like a giant Jarbo family?
Hey, uncle.
I can actually.
nephew.
When I went to my second E3 in 2001, I realized that when it became like to nerds, like white dudes, we're really like a cloning facility. Okay,
Kinda, yeah.
We're bearded, we have glasses, and we're in small, medium, and large. You know, in those categories.
Even, you know that one guy, Jordan Mason, he looks like you too. It's really weird.
And I look like Kevin Smith. And I've met other people that kind of look like me. Yeah, we have a very similar feature. I mean, I don't know. I'm like 99% European, whatever that means.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know? Although yesterday I was trolling a whole bunch of Trumpers because when we docked in Canada, I was walking around and singing the Canadian national anthem.
Oh my God.
And well, no, because my mom was born in Thunder Bay, Ontario. So I am first generation Canadian American. And I was like,
makes sense now.
There is the motherland.
I'm trying to see if there's anything more. I'm not looking at what he's talking about. I'm trying to see if there's anything more in the mirror they're talking about.
Oh, it looks like that guy's getting fisted.
No, I know that. I'm saying in the mirror back there that makes them think it's a fake arm. I think it's
no, it's just the CGI dots, which is practice for like everybody. So,
but again, who fucking cares?
They apparently do, since they're talking.
Everyone's. I hope he makes a video on it.
I mean, if I'm gonna watch the movie, I'm not gonna be like, "Oh shit, Natalie Portman didn't really work out and do steroids and fucking."
It's time for Jarbo to shill himself. Go ahead, Jarbo.
It's just a movie.
This is I just brought my thumbnail for everything. That's all. It's a very simple thumbnail.
You could put the link in the private if you want people to.
Yeah. Let me find it. There.
Oh, Brian, you have to head out, or
yeah,
you're gonna Are you gonna end up on Quad one night?
Maybe one of these nights, yeah. But as long as I don't get in trouble. I got my own show, so we're good.
Yeah. I mean, hey, listen, if something happens to 10 forward, I'm sure MME will always take it.
Well, that, or, there's always my channel too. So
that is true. That is true. And eventually you want to grow your own.
Yeah, this is true as well.
I'm honestly telling you, man, I tell you, like, you focus on YouTube shorts and shit, right?
Yeah.
Like more 30 billion views a month right now for those things. So it's like that there's a lot of growth in that category. It's a different format, but it's super easy once you get the hang of it. Like,
Well, yeah, because I've been doing a lot of like Strange New Worlds. It's been amazing.
Yeah.
So
is that show any good? I haven't watched it yet.
It's really good. It's really good.
About the Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean, it's what's been going on. I don't care about the Ezra Miller situation because that's stupid. Even though I will fully admit that I felt like there's a little bit of like, as sad as it is to say, there's a little bit of vindication. We've been trying to say like Ezra's got to calm down, Ezra's got to stop, and Ezra didn't, and as a result, the company was going to act in the company's best interest.
I just hope I get to see the movie.
I believe you will on HBO Max.
Wait. First, I hope no one's hurt, and then I just want to see the movie.
Right, it's a very clear distinction to make.
Yeah, I don't want anyone being abused or whatever, or taken advantage of. But then I just want to see the movie, and I want to move on from it. Honestly, it's just like the Amico. I just want this shit to be over already. I just want the Flash and the whole Flash drama to be over too, and just move on and see what it is. That's it.
Yeah, I want to see that. I really am excited to see the Flash movie. Not because of the controversy, because I actually enjoyed what we saw, and I think it's going to be fun.
Well, supposedly internally, like the people at the studio and people who've seen test screens have really liked it. So it seems like it's actually a decent movie. It's just that it's marred by so much controversy and BS.
Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of the thing too. Is like, look at the Spider-Man Lotus situation, and a lot of this other stuff that's gone on with everything. People nowadays are just like, I'm not a conservative individual, but even I'm like, okay, let's calm down on the canceling. Like in the case of Ezra, it's like, we don't know Ezra's side of things. However, it doesn't look good, and it's continued to not look good. So whose fault is that? Well, that would go to Ezra. In the case of like the Spider-Man Lotus thing, where it's like, these guys are like, all right, we've been idiotic, but we're trying to do better. that's different. That is someone establishing that they've taken responsibility
Although,
for
and
actions.
I'm sure we'll get into this later tonight, but there were recent stuff where like they're recently saying some really dumb shit.
Now, but has that been confirmed? Has that been confirmed? Because I don't know.
It's tough to see with Instagram because stuff can be faked. Although the director came out and said anything that was screen recorded was real. So
I've seen one thing that's screen recorded, and I think he dropped like the F slur or something. So I don't know. But that's the thing too. So like, and when I was on the cruise ship, right? Like I'm next to these gaggle of teenagers. I'm getting ice cream. They're all getting ice cream, and they're saying all the same shit that like to each other, all the same words that like all these guys are getting canceled for that they said as teenagers, you know? And I'm like, look, man, when I was in school, not to say that I said this kind of crap, but it's like when, you know, kids are around their parents are going to go, oh, you know, we're not going to say these things. You get kids on a school bus or around each other, and it's literally every word in the book. And as long as they keep making it more and more taboo, the kids are going to, they're going to say it. I'm sorry. If you tell a kid, don't touch it, it's hot, and they touch it, that's because they're testing boundaries. They're literally testing boundaries. That's what adolescents do. And so the more you try to put cancel culture on words, then people are going to still say it privately. And then it's not to say that it's good or should happen, but it's like we need to have that fundamental understanding about adolescent and the growth of certain people. And this whole concept of, well, when I was that age, I never said anything like that. Well, you might not have had the same fucking upbringing. Because I know people who grew up in the ghetto, like white people who grew up in the ghetto, grew up in the urban environment, if you will, and they say shit that would make a sailor blush, and they, you know, in certain things. And they're like, again, in that environment, it's entirely acceptable. Because in those pockets and those environments, in the grander scheme of things, sure, no, but we never take the isolated incidences of where people lived in those pocket environments to look at how the core structure of that society holds itself together. That's what I'm saying. And I think it's ridiculous that people get so up in arms now, especially on social media, because here's the thing. You apologize as you should. Don't say those things. But it's like, and I'm Tony, you're conservative, right?
Yep.
Okay, you'll probably agree with
thoughts on Hemsworth. That's all I was going to show there.
Sure, real quick though. But Tony, I'm sure you'll agree with me that you probably should never fully apologize because it doesn't matter what you say; they're never going to let it go.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
And that's something that I think a lot of people on the left, they always try to like bend over backwards, like, no, please don't cancel me. Please don't cancel me. Rather than just going like, I said it, I screwed up, I'm not saying it anymore, and moving on with their day. They allow it to be lorded over them to like this point of guilt and shame, right? Like, you know, I'm sure you're aware of the polar bear, right, Tony?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Did you see what I posted the other day? I know you don't follow me on Twitter, but the other day I was in Ketchikan. Oh, sorry, I was in Juneau. No, it was Ketchikan. I was in Alaska.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. And there was this gigantic stuffed polar bear outside of this store. And I took a selfie with it and I said, "Meta fan."
Oh boy.
Right?
I'm sorry, that shit made me laugh.
It's fucking, dude, it's on my Twitter. You want me to bring it up? Okay, hold on, let me go find it. But like I did that as a total idiotic fucking, I'm laughing at myself for the dumb shit that I've said before.
Hans, cancel RJ. He was real down on the orc picture. He's like, so
no, I wasn't. I said it was cool. I said I don't know what else to say.
You believe this, Hans? Unbelievable. This looks amazing.
Here.
Hold on, I gotta get this off. Sorry.
Like I'm in a but like just put that.
Someone says, "What's the word of the day?"
Oh no, there was a lot of that. There was a lot of that.
And somebody said they grew up so fast with the picture of the original puppet.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know, it's just like even my friend here, like, you know, what's the word of the day? People making jokes about Saggy here, laughing at it and everything. But a lot of people were just like, shit, because this is the thing. If you can laugh at your own mistakes, and this is me laughing at my own mistakes. This is me personally laughing at my own dumb shit from a decade ago. And it's like everyone gets it. And they're like, yeah, he's being an idiot. He was an idiot. He's laughing at himself.
When you're like 80, someone's still going to bring that up.
Sure. But it's like the same time, though. It's like if I post crap like this and I'm just going like, I'm an idiot, you know? And the funny thing is I went to another store a couple spots down from this, and there was a full size stuffed polar bear, and a real polar bear. and I should have gotten a shot with that one, but this was just kind of right there, you know. But then at the end of the day, like, look, this is from like, you know, just yesterday, right? Hanging out with my kid, and just like I'm happy, and I'm happy to be spending time with my family on this vacation. Nothing else matters, and you know, my 4-year-old is just, you know, got into doing like the peace sign for some reason. But that's all it is. That's all it is, you know, is you just gotta learn to like roll with it and have fucking fun.
Yeah, well, don't over apologize. Just apologize.
Unless you're in television.
No, even them.
They can't apologize enough.
You never apologize.
God damn
fully,
it, Hans.
And you just kind of roll with it. I get canceled like every other week, Max. People are always coming at me with some shit.
Such a dumbass, Hans, I swear.
Oh, I get it all the time. Like, you know, it's just completely stupid. But it's the thing is, though, people want to hold everybody to a higher standard than they hold themselves. And the way I look at it is like, you know what? If you recognize that you fuck up, and we all fuck up, and you go, I don't want to do it anymore. This isn't who I'm trying to be, and I'm trying to be a better person.
Think I've done that.
No, because you don't. I mean, like, your fuck ups are like stupid shit.
I don't fuck up. I do it on purpose. Like the other day, I'll give you an example. The other day, I was on Vito's stream. We're talking Ezra Miller, and they're saying that, you know, Ezra Miller is a white guy going into this Native American community and kidnapping the girl. I said he didn't kidnap her. He gave the family 3 blankets and some beads.
Oh fuck!
Oh
my god, dude!
Tony's,
like, hold on though. Were they? But did they have SARS?
They did not. They were clean blankets. So
okay. Well, at least we can establish that Ezra Miller is not that much of a monster.
I think now's the time to end the stream.
So what I'm saying is,
Tony, you could continue this conversation on what if you want.
Comedy is funny, right?
I think. Look, I mean, like, okay, like, for one, the whole blankets thing though, like, that does have some negative shit attached to it though, right? I get the joke, but it's like, you know, I'm just saying, it's like you gotta, you know. A lot of shit went wrong with that, but I get what you're trying to say. It does feel like Ezra Miller went in there to kind of culturally appropriate some shit.
That's all I'm saying. And we can just laugh about it because it's funny. And some people will be upset, but some people are always going to be upset. And I don't care if those people are upset, is what I'm saying. In the street. The opinions and jokes on MME are not reflective of MME and Max and his values.
Yes, thank you.
Oh my god.
You're welcome.
If you want to hear more jokes like that, just join me every Saturday. We go crazy on the after show. Just say.
Well, that's a good question. Did you give them a MyPillow?
No.
Okay. Well.
I might pop in later, but I gotta do some.
Yeah, I gotta start my stream, and I gotta take a quick piss before I do that. So I'm gonna dip out, but I'll chat with you.
All right, my dogs are going crazy, so I'm going to end it here.
Thank you, everyone, for watching MME tonight. Thank you to Mac for hosting, as always, doing a great job.
Announce your return.
Thank you to Callie and Tony and Brian for popping on, making this thing fun. And thank you all for watching. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and we'll catch you guys on another episode of MME, as always, next